rabbit continues to sink into the background. I don't know if you got to meet John, who's the son of Mary next door. Mary, without not her full name, I just say Mary. Mary Kay. I don't know why I couldn't think of that part. One of her sons is John. John is the white rabbit too. The white rabbit shaman king, he says. And you know he is. The guy next door, John, actual guy that I met when I first met him, and I like him. It's not fucked up. This is fucking excellent to come back to this place with John. John liked Burning Man. John had a flaming homosexual side. John had nothing but hardcore Catholicism ruled by grandma at his house. So when he came to escape, he had over here, and he could. And he was escaping. I don't know what was going on. He gave me some insights. I took him in. I paid attention. He told me some things. He was a bit autistic to some degree. Maybe he had Asperger's, I'm not sure. He didn't know when he was being extremely rude. Calling someone trailer trash or white trash, whatever he was saying, was being rude. And he did not think he was being rude because of the autism. So I meet John, and I learn who John is, and he's strange. He is strange, but he got me to the place to make the first step I would need to make myself in getting away from religion, my own self, and not just escape, but into shamanism. He could see that was a thing that was useful and necessity. We both could see it, whereas no one else would ever had the conversation we had. And his shaman name was White Rabbit. It had something to do with some damage he had to his foot at a time. I can't remember all his stories, but he had made an impact on me for life, and I knew it. So this rabbit story, now the white rabbit's a symbol too, of course. It's not always just a guy playing guitar somewhere who maybe on his other days is a rabbit. I have to journal this. This is the part of the crazy twist in my fucking experience I wasn't ready for. You're preparing yourself in all areas of life for this 90-degree turn at high velocity, loaded the fuck up with some sort of fucking quantum break, for lack of a... It feels like it. And John, the name, the J and K letters, there are so many things to this. Combo is, for lack of any other word, it's the beginning of unity in the most fucked up but actually practical ways. I think I can say I'm witnessing and trying to mirror the experience, because if you take a 90-degree turn in your own experience and the velocity doesn't kill the person this way, you will lean into the path. There is a sensibility to save your life. Final answer. So, John, he let me know that their heritage next door, they're all from Czechoslovakia. And the details that he let me in on with the situation over there was so crucial. And I'm not literally traveling back in time, but to some degree I am accessing that time. To get a victory. I don't know what to say. Because in the ultimate, what are you doing? Taking out where a jealous emotion triggers an action. And betrays nature against another one. Is that the cat? The human? The gravity? Do we have a new robot? I give you some. Oh, this caffeine and in the right cup. Oh, Coca-Cola is my caffeine. In those fountain drinks, they don't never have the right mix. I don't know what it is with Coke versus Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper always right, Coke never right. I didn't give a shit about Coca-Cola until after my dad died. The basis of that is a mind fuck on my symbolism because it's only for the white and red. There's nothing about Coke that I give a fuck about or is anywhere in its flavor. Safe to say, their inconsistency is seen and clear, and so is the color scheme away from what Dr. Pepper is. So what? Who cares? All things being random, any of your personal facts, none of them would weigh more than another. It's randomly only Dr. Pepper because that's what my dad chose to be his drink and live like he had a fountain. Yeah, that was the different thing about my dad. That my mom and any other person did not give a shit enough about soda to offset their diet. My dad wanted the sugar intake and accounted for it like an alcoholic. Basically transformed his drinking beer into a Dr. Pepper. A nutritional shift more akin to what is true and necessary for one to live in the high-paced society of today's times. Motherfucker. There it is. So the entry and wisdom of this moment with John, the rabbit, would symbolize the moment that we are at, that we had never actually been in until now. What? Does that sound crazy? To get there, you go through January 22nd, the day of the vortex, enters into the day of all days at one day. That's the path.